for Louden Swain.
What's up, Dallas? How's it going? Awesome. Make up your mind, decide to walk with me around the lake tonight, around the lake tonight.
Harder to do with guitar.
Hello, Richard.
Hello, Robert. Hello, Dallas, Texas. Hello, people who are actually technically not in Dallas, Texas. Here for DallasCon. That's what we like to do. Throw you off the set. So schedule your convention in Dallas, Texas. Where are you holding it? Not gonna tell you. It ain't Dallas. Good luck finding DallasCon in Dallas. Search your face off, mofo. You're not gonna find DallasCon in Dallas. I'll make you work for it. You have to do a little hunting and pecking, a little searching on the Google.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. But we made it, and here we are. We haven't been here in nigh on 3 years, Bubba.
That's right, good old Plano.
Plano.
It's also the Jason Manns Memorial.
There's nothing sadder than that lonely picture of Jason Manns at the end of the aisle. Who stares at you as you stampede for the exit with a look that says, "Where y'all going? Where's the fire?
Well, hey, everybody.
I'm just hanging out here at the back of the room." And it probably showed me a picture of a bunch of people having some kind of intervention back there.
Well, they had like a pre-game meeting.
Yeah.
People were working here,
and it was around Jason's photo, and he showed this picture, and it looks like a memorial for our lost buddy.
We were gonna put flowers up.
We need to put a banner under that saying, "Have you seen me?"
Because the picture really does look like we took it yesterday of him outside. God, he was just here.
We miss him so much. We're missing so damn much.
Yeah.
How many of you in this little bit of room are experiencing the very first supernatural convention? That's a lot of people. That's a lot of hands, Robbo. I can't help but notice that here in this room, there's one category that is well represented. One category that is incredibly well represented.
Category?
Here today, yeah. I call that category Friday people. There's a lot of I love it. I love it when you people issue things like responsibilities, child rearing, work, and education. None of those things have long-term effects. This does. None of those will have repercussions that extend through the years. Raising your children, are you kidding me? There's a waste of your life.
Raise themselves.
The damn selves. Please. Change your own damn diaper. That's a note for myself, sorry. That was a personal note.
We've actually been trying to tell you that for years. Just change your own damn diaper.
In fact, change your own damn diaper con. That's what we're celebrating this weekend. We finally found our thing.
It's also Remember Jason Mann's con. Remembering Jason Mann.
Buddy, I'm sorry. Too soon. Have you seen me? Have you seen Jason? The Change Your Own Diaper Con. Two things that never intersect. Nowhere near Dallas.
But both work on a milk cart.
They both work. I'll tell you what, it would certainly slow down milk sales if you had changed your own damn diaper on the milk cart. If I had to change my own damn diaper, it would be because I consumed milk. So that would be, milk is my Achilles heel. Lactose intolerant, Robin. Not a big dairy guy.
Good to know, buddy.
TMI?
Yeah, you didn't have to tell me. We can all tell.
Who wants more ice cream? Rich? Oh, never mind, Rich. You're good.
Is there a concession stand outside? Yeah. Are they making popcorn? Yeah. I smell it.
All right, so for those of you who are new, you probably didn't know that I was lactose intolerant. You're welcome. The other thing you need to know is that Bobo, over there in the new hat, I'm the one guy who's very pro Bobo's new hat, by the way. He was getting grief for the hat. I said, I love the hat. I think the hat works. It's a classic LBJ open road. Simple, stylish. Good, dress it up, dress it down. We're in the city, we're in the country. I think it suits him. And I think anybody who doesn't get it, well, they can just have both. We're in Dallas, Texas, and you're wearing it right now. Now, with that, I build you up. And now I'm going to bring you down.
I was like, okay, well,
and
I'm just going to lie under the bus.
no, it's not a bus. This is a factual. It's important that people, new people, that Robbie has an unhealthy obsession. Could we say addiction?
Sure.
To anything corn related. For example, corn nuts. Corn nuts. He has blown many an intro with a mouthful of spitting corn into a microphone.
It's not right about that
Well,
sentence.
Billy, just
I did not think that sense. He has blown many an intro.
he is sucked really hard one of these days. I got the silent reaction from Billy Moran for everything that's going on. Anywho,
Do you like corn nuts?
he loves corn nuts, and he loves popcorn. at an unholy.
I really do,
rate.
really like
He
popcorn.
loves popcorn. He loves corn nuts. He eats them hand over fist. He makes them unedible for anybody else because he eats them like when a sow goes to the trough. You want some? We're good.
When I go to a movie and I get popcorn for the group, I always eat it as I'm walking because my hands are full.
It's a good moving picture.
That's actually spot on. Were you there?
And then he's got so much corn in his mouth, shit's flying out and hit. You're like, hey, Robbie, whoa! You alright, buddy? Whoop, whoop. You gotta do matrix around the corn that's flying around him.
All this is true.
And you can't understand a word he says. So, Robbie, do you enjoy the movie? He'll say, uh-oh. Somebody bringing you corn nuts. Here, listen to this. I want the needle in your bubble. I want the needle. Oh, no.
That's what I do.
When he comes to take Rachel off, it'll be rubber.
Apologies to anyone in the first several rows.
If you've ever been to SeaWorld, this is the same but different. If you've ever been to a Gallagher show, and who hasn't, there's a tiny comedy reference to the kids in the back. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't do this show. You know what? I'd like to turn the mic over to Rob, who had a comment he wanted to make, right?
Thanks everybody for coming. It's really been great. I'm having a great time. I hope you have too. I like I like to take this moment. I really need some water. To introduce my band.
Let's do that, shall we? Backing up this cornfield son of a gun on the drums. The Ice Cream King of Chicago, Stephen Norton. On the bass guitar, a robot who's never tried any corn products because he has no butthole, Michael Mora. On the guitar, a man who wishes you all would burn in hell, the patron saint of suddenly giving a shit, William Moran. That's guitar for Suck It. Corn not eating, popcorn swallowing, cornhole playing, hat lover, Rob Benedict. Well done. This is. Have you seen Jason change your own damn diapers? Nowhere near Dallas.
That's how I make a man time.
You know what? We could here all day, but what we could do instead is start what's going to be a kick-ass weekend. We can start it right now. And we can start it by bringing on one of our personal favorites, not just because he's awesome, but because he's talented, giving, kind, and sexy as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome, Rachel Mina! classy is the word, I think. Well, listen, everything I say about you is true. You're truly an anchor of the weekend. And may I point out that I just noticed this right now, because Rachel and I have not seen each other today. From a fashion standpoint, nobody's going to come out here wearing a shirt that matches their wheels. That is, the purple and black with the purple and black. I mean, kudos to you, young lady. Kudos. Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Miner.
I'm the luckiest. We've agreed on that, right? Hello, all!
Hi. I'm Macy. This is my first convention.
Welcome. Are you having a good time?
Yes, I'm having a really good time. And my question was, if Kelly had survived Jack's birth, what do you think her opinion on his decisions would be?
If Kelly had survived Jack's birth, what would her opinion be?
On the decisions that he made.
I have no idea. I have like that's someone else's territory. She seemed like a very, very loving maternal, like someone with a very strong maternal instinct. So I would guess she would have been kind of, I think she would have been heartbroken at the turns that Jack took, and I think she would have wanted to hold him and fix it in the same way we all talked about, we all felt. What do you think?
I agree, mostly. Like, I think she would still be there for him and try to help him, even though she doesn't most likely agree with all the decisions that he made. So that's mostly my opinion.
Yeah. So let's all do that for each other. Just keep like loving each other till we help right things. It was so great. Thank you all so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know her, you love her, you just spent an hour right there. Rachel Miner! Well done, everybody. Oh, thanks, buddy. Stephen Norton just gifted me an iPad. That's so, thank you. That's so nice. See, that's what happens. It will surprise you. The band every now and then will surprise you. Sometimes you're thinking, is it all drugs and horrors? And occasionally, no, it's not. It's about giving a buddy a present. And that's, thank you. You're welcome. Everybody, round of applause for Stephen Norton for finally doing something. Just so nice. Kind. Yeah, I'm gonna cherish that. Now, Robbie, are you asking to borrow my brand new iPad? Is it under warranty still? It's a little weird. It's a little weird. All right, well, you know, kid gloves there, Tex. Don't get a spur caught in it.
What'd you just say?
I said kid gloves, Tex. Don't get a spur caught in it.
Thinking you're saying something else. Okay. Not gonna tell you what I thought you said.
Every time I say anything to Rob, he's like, are you referring to my genitals? By good morning? No, I'm not. But speaking of genitals, our next guest is
Hey,
coming on.
this is news, guys.
Yeah. What?
We found the guy on the side of the milk box.
Well, let's bring him out, shall we? Let's do it. Dixon Man. Over there, yo.
He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a mighty, mighty good man. He's a man.
Hi guys.
Sound.
I am alive and relatively well, thankfully. Everywhere that I've gone this morning backstage, everyone has been yelling, "I found him!" And I didn't know why, but now I know why. It's definitely a milk carton photo.
Well, just so you know, this is good for you to know because it's a bit of a nod to you. We renamed the convention, as we often do. The convention this weekend is called "Have You Seen Jason? Change Your Own Damn Diapers."
Makes sense.
The first part made a lot of sense. I don't know about the rest of it.
You'll find out. We'll figure it out over time. It'll
Sounds good. Hey, you guys want to sing a song with me?
Only if Rich takes the second verse.
I was going to scream no. Sure, I'll do it. Yes, I will. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? We're in Dallas. We should do a number, right? I mean, it's Dallas, right?
Getting down south to the land of pine, thumping my weed in North Carolina. Staying up the road, every guy that I see headline. Well, I made it down Coast Street 17 now. Picked me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, hoping for Riley to see my head tonight. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Run from the cold up in New England. I was born to be a fiddler in an old town string band. If you play the guitar, I pick the banjo now. Oh, the North County where I need to get me now. Lost some money playing poker, so I had to leave. But I'm turning back, living that old life no more. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Yo! Walking south out of Roanoke, caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long tow. But he's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. Well, I gotta get for the sun. I need my baby coming in, and I know that she's the only one. If I die right here, yes, I will die free. Yeah, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me.
Louden Swain, Benedict, and of course, Jason Manns, everybody.
Y'all will sing another one? Sure. So the three of us have a little side project called the Station Breaks. And, we wrote some other tunes, and
We're writing new ones.
we are indeed. Yeah. This is one of the old ones. Feel free to count along if you want to.
Simple counting starts at 6.
Billboard sticker in the valley. Sail back out with Miguel Murray. Maybe I'll go inside a fire. But if you catch me, put me away. He used to say he's got potential. Now I'm on my way to nowhere. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways good to make my case. 4 suitcases of reasons it went wrong. I got a pretty ibuprofen headache, but just 2 more people didn't make it. 1 good thought in my head, but now it's gone. The ashtray knows I'm alone. Certainly seen its better days. Live and die by the phone. Live and learn and love my foolish ways. Who will save me on the day? Go and try to save me. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways good to make my case. 4 suitcases of reasons it went wrong.
Y'all take this one.
I got just 2 more people didn't make it. 1 good thought in my head, and now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. One good reason for leaving. I'm not blind and you can't see. I'm just so good at believing. But damn my sensitivity, I can't help it. My heart bleeds. I'm damned if I can help it. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways good to make my case. 4 suitcases of reasons it went wrong. I got a pretty with just 2 more people didn't make it. 1 good thought in my head. 1 good thought in my head. 1 good thought in my head. And now it's gone. Now it's gone. Every time I take me guitar.
You gotta do like the Texas cowboy thing. You take it off and you just hand it to somebody. Anybody within arm's distance when handed a cowboy hat.
Next time I'll go.
Yeah. Especially in Texas, it doesn't matter who it is. They'll stop. They'll just stop and hold it for you. Yeah.
All right, next time.
Bye, guys. Hi. Hello. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Should we do a? Which one are we doing?
It's the hats throwing everything off. What happened when we were in
Let me tell you something. You, my friend, you know how to make an entrance.
Is that what we calling it? A stumble? What do you do in Rome? Something. What happened? Was it Rome? Something happened? You dropped. Oh no, we're in. Did you unplug something? You dropped a glass. Something. Remember? Things kept knocking over. You know what I'm talking about?
This year?
Yeah.
In Rome.
Yeah. When you and me and Billy did our show, just the three of us, at the beginning of the show, and you knocked my hat off or something.
Oh, no. Well, yeah. Can I tell the real? Sure. Because I didn't tell the real then, because I didn't want it to seem like I was making fun of you, which I'm not. I promise.
All right, go ahead.
Your strap is shorter than my strap when I wear it. And so I was actually trying to figure out how to lengthen it while answering the first like 5 questions tonight, and I couldn't figure it out, and I didn't want to make it pop, so I just played with the short strap. And I was playing like this. So in Rome, you played and then you handed it to me, and I went to put it on thinking it was the same length that I always have, and I hit myself in the head with the guitar so hard, and my glasses were like askew. It was just a moment, and then when you walked out, I was trying to help you put the guitar on, and I
smacked me in the
hit
face.
you in the face with it.
I didn't even know until this moment that was a height thing.
Only because of the when I hit you, it was payback for me hitting myself. It was not intentional at all.
No offense to that. I'm cool. I'm cool with my height. That's funny. The funny thing about my height too is that my son Calvin is 15 and he just outgrew me. He's like ½ inch taller than me, and everyone I'm telling that to is like, yeah, cool. Anyway, no one's surprised. Like nobody's surprised that my son outgrew me. He's taller than me now. Like, well, yeah. Anyway, this is called Slide a Stick.
Walking like a dream, someone new out of my league. Although I play inside, I can't hide this feeling inside. No, not tonight, yeah. It's still a closing routine. You and me, that's in the scene. And I know that I must rectify this feeling inside, but I hold it tight, yeah. All I want from you, just a little blue. Simple but it's true. Slide a single view. It waits for no one. If you've got the goods, deliver it, son. Because otherwise you're stuck inside the way you'll buy. Won't you come outside, yeah. Now, I'm asking you, dear, is there someone else who knows you are here? I guess I'll pay the price a year behind an alibi on this awkward vibe, yeah. All I want from you, just a little blue. It's simple but it's true. Slide a single dude. Courage I need, you're gonna let it roll. Just a fraction of me, you're the heart and soul. I can't let you hold. Just as I pass a fight to catch a ride. Oh, you pull me in to get me dry. All I want from you, just a little blue. Simple but it's true.
T.
Dude, that was a Derek Smalls moment. Over
Yeah, that was
You
the
literally
last note.
came out and like tangled in a wire, lost the, got in like, flum.
I love that when everyone looked back at Norton, he was like, "What? Been here the whole time."
I was looking back, as all I heard was drums. That's all I get.
There's a reason for
That
that.
was classic Borja right there.
That was good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, right
Thank you
there
guys
in the
very
great
much. See
t-shirt.
y'all.
He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a mighty good man.
He's a man, Joe.
He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a mighty good man.
Just left stage, Joe.
He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a man.
He's back.
He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a mighty good man.
Keep it going, kid, keep it going. Signing the shirt.
This is the second time in the history of creation I've been on a banner.
Oh, number 2 on the banner. On the banner. He's finally on the banner. He's a banner. He's finally on the banner. And now they have more value. Oh, I'm gonna bet on the banner. There's only 2. Sign that too. Why not sign the podium? The greedy motherfucker signing everything you get to handle. Sign the door. Sign the wall. Sign the stand. Hell, sign the mall. Go. Signing it out on the banners. Well done, everybody. You don't have anything out of them.
Oh, man, do I?
You know, I didn't need to be here.
That's
This
the
is
thing,
your
we
time
do the
to
thing.
shine. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Benedict telling you what's up next. Babu.
Here we go. Next up, we're gonna do a thing we're all gathered here to do. It's super fun, and we've got a song for it. Nope, we don't have a song for it.
We could.
We could. Is it the yes? No.
No?
It's a game.
No?
It's a it's an auction.
No?
Just a break.
It's great.
Guys, this is what we have time to call break time. Actually, we don't need to be in here for it, and but it's still super fun. So stay hydrated. And this is our break song. It's called it's break time.
All right, take it, Tony. Thank you, buddy. Have a great break. Someday. Right now, followed by William Moran and Michael Bourgeois and Stephen Norton, who probably will emerge in the middle of the curtain. There he is. Like a man being reborn, he comes to the curtain. No? Not a fan? Not a keeper? Ladies and gentlemen. You all right?
Yeah.
I hope you had a healthy lunch. I hope you had a food experience. I understand you're supposed to have a couple of food experiences. Something I learned. I co-hosted the PJ party last night. And learned that you don't necessarily eat here, you have a food experience. Yeah. You don't necessarily have to consume the food as long as you brush by it at some point during the day, or run into it, or it's in the stall next to you, or at some point you have an experience with the food. Maybe a photo op with a pizza, or
I'm having an experience with what
you
we
and a
just did.
burrito. Yeah, well, but you got a solid base of corn nuts under whatever you just put on top of it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's you're building a house on, for most people it's sand, for you it's corn nuts. Ladies and gentlemen, enough about corn nuts. Let's get this party restarted and bring out the darndest guy in show business, Gabe the Tiger Man.
That was super hot.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Do it. Yeah, you did.
Oh, why did you do better?
What's this all good?
There it is. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Got it. By the end of this panel, we're gonna have this.
Yeah, I feel like let's just use this time
Right.
to really get it
To
right.
hone our craft.
Yeah, that's what they're here for.
Questions, that's always been my motto. We'll just work on our stuff.
I
Yeah.
forgot that was your motto.
Yeah. He's got the lower back tattoo that says. Yeah, yeah.
Actually, it says question smash. I ran out of money.
Yep, yep.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Gang
Are
Tiger.
you here? That was high pitched. Hey gang, how's your Friday? What's up? Hi. Hi. Hello. What's going on? Should we just get into it? Let's get into it. It's good. Hi. Oh, by the way, if anyone is a fan of the Wayward podcast, check out Twitter today. I may have guested on some of their tweets today. Nothing. But hey, guys, it's really good to see you.
Gabe?
Hey, welcome back.
Hey man.
How are you?
Good, you?
Delightful.
That's
We're
awesome.
just wrapping up here. Do you have any questions?
Us?
Yeah.
Us?
Yeah, what'd you get middle name?
For you or?
That,
Doesn't matter.
what was that one thing
Yeah.
that you did?
Oh, it was the
I
best.
love that.
Yeah, in episode, yeah.
Nailed it.
Oh, yeah. That was, yeah. That was it. That was it.
Yeah, are you waiting to ask Gabe a question?
No.
Well, far be it from us to interrupt. Let's do
Whoa.
this. I don't wanna.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's talk
I
about
mean,
it.
let's
Let's get into it.
Okay, so we all know Jensen is very protective of Baby. Was he as protective when you drove away in Baby, when you Obi-Wan'd him?
So I was not familiar with the show at that point, and I didn't understand why everyone was so anxious while I was driving the car, but they all seemed very nervous about it. Every single one, so that's why you'll notice I was driving maybe 5 miles an hour as I moved on, just because I was picking up on their fear, and then when I watched subsequent episodes, I realized, oh my, that was quite a privilege.
I remember hearing stories about that day where Gabe was famously quoted as saying, "Put down my flask."
This is a real uptight set.
Okay, Sheriff. You know, weird about me driving.
Yeah.
So I suppose it's no cocaine also.
They had a lot of rules, but they never mentioned ketamine. So,
There you go.
Oh, yeah. That's on them.
That's what my tattoo says.
Special K.
Special K. Yep. That's also my and one basketball nickname.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Hey guys, it
Ladies
was
and
a pleasure.
gentlemen, are you coming to karaoke tonight? Are you going to be on the karaoke stage?
Hey, buddy.
See you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! King of people.
It's the Louden Tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the rest of the survivors start to pray in the night, and he's watching them of the Tiger Man.
Shouldn't it be? Oh, this is weird. Play it again, Norton. What's that bottom?
Yeah. So, you know, I was. Okay,
That last one that gets you.
I think it's this.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you in the face.
Never work. It's been literally, you've never You should quit tonight. Between the iPad and this is Steven's best day ever.
He's pretty good on Sunday with Jensen and Jared. He really dials in too.
Well, now you've raised the bar. I feel like...
No, he's great. I don't know if you've ever seen his stuff on Sundays. It's really good.
I know that there's sort of a long-standing feud between Steven and Jared. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know that. There's the word fired has been bandied about a lot in reference to Steven.
Only by Jared.
Only by Jared. Jensen loves you. Big Gordon fan.
Yeah. I have a question, a lyric question for you.
Okay.
Look what it says. That's wrong. Isn't that wrong? It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. This is it's the eye of the tiger. It's the cream of the fight. That doesn't make sense. It makes no sense. And every time I sing it, because I can't stop myself. And I know it's thrill. It's not cream.
Did you type these in?
No. It's from the interweb.
It's the eye of the tiger. It's the cream of the fight. Don't it look really good in these tight trousers?
That's not what it says.
What sex do you get them?
That's a note from Billy. Sorry.
It does say the cream of the fight, which doesn't make any
Makes no sense. No one ever says cream of the fight. You're the real cream of the fight.
No, I'll tell you what, that'd be an insult.
Actually, you don't want to be the cream of the fight.
You don't need to be right. In Dallas, that's fight words.
Yeah.
You know,
if you fight with cream, it's a...
If you call somebody the cream of the fight in Dallas, that's fight words. They're gonna get the fight. Being the cream of the fight.
It's like Bengay, you know. You rub it. Bengay, you know, that muscle stuff.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Sorry about that.
It's interesting to see the rhythm section and how differently they're handling the day.
The time change really affects the robot.
Norton is doing great, and Mike is shitting the bed, which is fascinating because he's a robot and has no butthole.
That's one of my favorite things. What? When you say that, it makes me laugh. Mike has no butthole. Sorry, I'm getting a call. So, what's next?
Oh, we got to bring out the tall, the beautiful, the previously lost Mr. Jason Mance.
Oh yeah, Jason Mance.
Jason Mance on the stage, everybody.
And he's doing the yes
But
no.
I already did the thing. No, you're doing this trivia or something. What is it? Is it yes no?
No, yes.
Oh, well then leave. We got to introduce you. Go away.
Glad we figured that out.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
I
He needs to be reminded. It's been a while.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Okay.
Otherwise, the people feel like they didn't get their money for it.
Norton?
You know they have a $900 photo op and a $5 show. We want to give them all $5 $8. We don't do that. Go all the way away. Further.
Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
That was really something.
Yeah, $5.
I thoroughly enjoyed that song.
Yeah, well,
You're on.
thank
I
you.
have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
A trivia question?
Sure.
Yeah, yes, no?
Yes.
How many yes/no trivia games have you guys participated in?
No.
What's the
It's a yes.
Okay,
yes,
So no.
No.
Got it. So you can't tell me how it works then?
Nope.
No clue.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna
But we
make it
sing
up.
that song.
We know how to bring you
I love
on
that
stage.
song.
We know how to take you off stage. Everything that happens in between, you're on
It's
your
just
own.
the stage. Got it.
Ladies and
See you
gentlemen,
a little
Jason
bit.
Mance.
Bye, guys. All right, guys. So we have right now the yes/no trivia game. How many of you guys have played before?
Actually, the band, probably. Yay! Forced clap. Forced clap. Forced clap. Real quick, Rob.
Yeah.
This is our least favorite stool, right?
Yes.
I just want to be sure.
It's gonna go down.
Yeah, that this one we can.
Yeah. No.
Can
That's
we?
it's at this point it's our only stool, so that's the one.
So we had to live without this stool. We could
Yeah.
move forward for the.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I
I'm doing my due diligence.
I'm gonna have to clear out
I
myself.
have to do my due diligence before, boys, protective eyewear, before I say this next phrase. Because if I don't do my due diligence, somebody might get hurt. Are we ready?
Yeah, Mike, this is
Still
Mike's
most
protective eyewear.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Brianna Buckmaster.
What you gonna do when she comes for you? Bad girl, bad girl. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when she comes for you? Bad girl, bad girl. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when she comes for you? Bad girl, bad girl. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when she comes for you?
Me. I had this moment. I was like, do I come out and I do the thing, which is destroy a stool that I don't know who owns it?
Right.
Like, am I going to get charged for this stool?
Well, I'm wondering.
Do you know the answer to that?
Well, I know this much. That thought hasn't entered your head for the previous 6 years. So I'm wondering what suddenly made you give a crap? Is there? Did you get a bill? Ah, there we go.
Because Rob took a quick step forward, and I thought, now's my chance.
You were in the blast zone. You stepped into the corn nut corridor and you're
Who else? Who else?
Crunch around
Go ahead, I won't do it.
How was I don't know if you know this, but I was Kim Rhodes last night at the PJ party.
The PJ party where I don't think I've ever laughed so hard as when Rich said he put his balls on my face. Yeah.
And by the way, that was just a thought that came to my mind. It had nothing to do with, don't eat your corn nuts and give me that look. I will smack that eyewear right after me.
Oh, that was a good time. I laughed real hard.
That was a good time. And with that, Brianna Buckmaster.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. You fucking love it. Let's see you, beautiful beings. Good Lord. So rehearsal is just for the crew to watch how it all happens. And then they build everything around what you do. I just was like, oh, I'm to act now? Okay, I'm gonna start acting. And so I did everything I was gonna do in the shot, and I fucking mowed down on that donut. I called cut, and Jensen was like, oh, you really went for it. I was like, was I not supposed to? I don't know. Anyway, that scene will go down in history as my favorite because I was so nervous and everybody seemed to like what I did, so it was good. Thank you.
From donuts to Dallas, one woman drives to convention fame. That's right, I just titled your book right now here in the book.
From donuts to Dallas.
Donuts to Dallas.
It's a porn movie, Rich.
It's your script, kid. I'm just shooting it. If you've never heard Brianna Buckmaster sing, you need to be at the Saturday night special tomorrow night. She sings with this phenomenal band. Prepare to have your socks blown off. Ladies and gentlemen, Brianna Buckmaster. Well, Richard, you really nailed the bad girl part there.
Thanks. I finally, after all these years.
Because I always had the words were girl, bad girl, because you just started girl.
I know.
But you got the bad part.
I got the bad girl. I know. I'm good at it now. I was really bad, but it made sense because it's bad. Girl.
Good point. So good. As girl, bad, comma girl. Bad girl, bad.
Right.
Girl.
That's right.
What you gonna do?
I don't even know anymore.
What are you gonna do when they come for you?
I don't even know.
Well, you better figure out something.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What do we? Oh, yeah.
from Brianna Buckmaster and her unfettered charm to the classy stylings of Miss Samantha Smith. believe you hail from this state. Aren't you a Texan? Or from New Jersey? You're one of the two.
Have you met me?
Yeah. I can't
My
remember.
husband's from Texas.
Yes, it is. I knew you had somebody. Your husband. You're from Jersey.
She's like, I was in Texas before. Like, that's what it is. That's what I mean.
Our son is half Texan. Because I got that.
It's true.
I should change it to, isn't Wyatt from around here?
These parts?
These parts.
Except that he's pretty Californian.
He could not be more Californian.
Yeah, he's pretty Californian. Yeah. But his name is very Texan.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we had
Which is
Surfer Wyatt.
Right. Yeah, he's in Texas right now, actually, doing the whole, ranch thing, driving tractors. And
Oh wow.
Fishing.
Just like his mom did when she was a kid. That's right. Those New Jersey farms.
I used to drive a tractor lawnmower at our house. That was my job. I had to mow the lawn. It's true.
Yeah.
I didn't push the mower. I rode on the mower.
Yeah.
It was a push mower. Somebody was pushing it.
Correct.
And you stood upon it.
I sat
And
on
pointed.
this. Faster.
That's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, Samantha Smith.
Boy. They always leave. I don't know. Oh my god, I can't see a thing. I'm also not that tall. So yeah, they're coming. That's it.
We heard them.
I did. I knew they were there. I felt their presence. Thank you guys. Do we have a quick time to answer one more quick question? All right, one more quick question.
Hi, in the episode 300, when the whole family's sitting at the dinner table, what are y'all actually talking about? Because all we hear is music, but it looks like a great conversation.
Oh my god, so we had the crying part, right? We're all like sullen. And then we just decided, then in the script we had to like be enjoying and grateful. And we were kind of like being nice and trying to smile and stuff. And Bob, the director, was like, we need you to let go and laugh and have fun. And that went from like 2 to 11. And they're throwing food, and there's like salad in the air, and Jared's telling every stupid joke he knows. And I'm trying not to laugh just because they're being so ridiculous. So Jeff is a little bit like, what is happening? And Bob comes in and he's like, okay, we're not delirious now. Can we just dial it up a little from like devastated? So there was some of the laughing and stuff, but we were just, I don't even remember what it was. It was still a lot of jokes, just no more throwing bread rolls and salad. We had a whole conversation about whether or not Sam and Dean would drink wine. We're like, we're having a grown-up dinner, put your napkin on your lap. Elbows off the table. So yeah, it was just, we were actually talking as us, not as the characters. And I was trying not to like spit food from laughing. I was like, I don't think it's appropriate, we're still sad. So, anyway, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, from right here in New Jersey, Texas, Sam Smith. Yeah. Robbie?
Richard?
It's corn nut o'clock, mofo. Now you get out here and get the corn on. Shove some corn in that hole of yours. Your mouth. Oh, come on. Don't make it weird.
You.
It's the best day he's never had. Stephen Norton, everybody, on the drums. I'm telling you right now, this is the time to ask Rob for a raise. This is right after this, right on the hallway.
Right, because I write the check.
Just he can rehearse on you. Ladies and gentlemen.
I like that Richard thinks I pay you.
Wait a minute. It's been pro bono? Man, that's commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our stage work here on this very fine Friday here in Dallas, or nearby Dallas, Texas. If you're a funny person, you're still a funny person. You have autographs, you probably have some photographs, and by God, you got karaoke to sing on this very stage over there. But we will all see you tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed
That's
on
right.
Saturday. Just because you party your face off with Matt Cohen does not give you an excuse to miss Saturday morning.
We have a date.
We will be counting heads. You guys have been awesome. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Great work, Friday, people. Great day one.
There's an actual, I didn't realize they put candles. Was that there before?
House band, Louden Swain, and Rob Benedict. Hiya.
Where's the hat? Dad, where's your hat? Where's the hat?
It's going to make an appearance tonight, Saturday night special.
Well, it must have been the wrong time. I did the right thing, but I must have used the wrong line. I'm in the right trim, but I must have the wrong car. The hell's in a bad place. I wonder what it's good for. I'm in the right place, but I must be the wrong time. My head was in a bad place, but I'm having such a good time. I've been really trying to get hung up on my mind. Got to give myself a good talking to this time. Need a little brain salad surgery. Got to cure my insecurity. I've been in the wrong place, I've been in the wrong time. I've been in the right place, must have been the wrong song. I've been in the right band, must have been the wrong arm. I'm in the wrong world, but it seems so wrong. Hey, Plano! Welcome to the Saturday, day 2 of the Supernatural Convention. We have such a good show for you today. We got a lot of returning characters. Grand Buckmaster's here. There's also, well, I'm here. But Matt Cohen's in the building. There's also a young performer here. You guys might know, named Misha Collins. That's right. Sam Smith is here. Courtney Ford is here. But there's also this guy here. Very popular fella. He's also your host for the weekend. He goes by the name Richard Speight.
Indeed, here we are. Day 2. Day 2 of Have You Seen Jason Change Your Own Diaper? Now, most of you know what I'm talking about. For most of you, are discerning, educated, sophisticated Friday people. Where are my Friday people? And some of you who are Saturday people are thinking to myself, probably not thinking to myself, probably thinking to yourself. But hey, it's your neck. Probably thinking, I could have sworn this is Supernatural Con. I didn't know this was have you seen Jason change your own damn diaper. Hop, 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 con. That's right. Am I in the wrong building? No, ma'am or sir. You're not in the wrong building. You're in the right building. See, if you're new to the Supernatural Universe, there's one thing I need to tell you, and I'll tell you that right now at this moment on this stage. That is sometimes the title of our convention's change. Based on the surroundings we find ourselves in, the situations we put ourselves in, or the moments that play out before us. That's what happens. You know this? I know this. These are the truths we know to be facts. And that is what happened yesterday. When we lost Jason Mayans, couldn't find him anywhere except for where he was supposed to be backstage. Where we learned that children raise themselves and can change their own damn diapers. And that Rob will shove corn products into any hole he can find in his own body. That's right. And if he uses his mouth, he goes, ha, 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 ha. I'm not going to make the sound of the other hole. Because this is a family show. It's a disturbed, codependent family, but it's our family, and we love it.
This is one big awkward Thanksgiving dinner.
One big bizarro family. It's a one big beautiful bizarro family where everything is allowed, where everything is accepted. That is what makes the Supernatural family unique. That is why you are here. Yeah, maybe to see Jerry Gibson and me someday. But you know what else? You're here because you are welcome here. Because you arrive as a stranger and leave as a friend. Because you arrive by yourself and leave knowing you're part of a group. You come here not knowing what to expect, and you leave having your expectations exceeded. That is what the Supernatural family is all about. Because not only do we not care what you do, what you wear, who you do it with, where you live, who you love, how many you love, where you are in your journey, we celebrate each and every facet of everything I just mentioned. Different is beautiful. Weird rocks. Odd is the bedrock of what makes the Supernatural family brilliant. That is what we celebrate. That is what we embrace. We want you to love the way you want to love and love the people you want to love. We want you to find your own true self. And if that means switching from this to that, hell yeah! Switch it up, baby. We love it. Find yourself. Find the real you, the best you. Be your best self. That is what Supernatural family is all about. Be true to who you are. Be true to the people to the right, to the left. Leave the judging to people who don't belong in this room. We don't judge in the Supernatural family. We don't judge in the Supernatural. We welcome everybody. We want you all here. Everybody get on the back of the house, because we're going on a ride. Ain't that right, Bobby? Ain't that the way it is, Bob? Could you be more Richie? Bobby gets it. He knows it. Now that you knew it, you've been doing it for years. Playing rock and roll that everybody can appreciate. It tells stories from the heart. It tells party stories, love stories, heartbreak stories. It tells stories about loss, about stories about finding things. He is a poet that tells stories that matter to all of us, and he does it alongside the musicians to my left, the boys of Louden Swain. Round of applause for these guys. On the drums, a man who had the best day of his life yesterday. He really did. We'll see what happens today. Steven Norton. On the bass guitar, a man with no Cooper, but that doesn't stop him from being a good person for the most part. Robot Michael Borja. On the guitar. Heretofore only to be addressed by his new code name, Pound Cake, Billy Moran. Serve me up a slice of that good old pound cake. Bring Dennis some cake. Delicious. Leader, frontman, singer, poet, lyricist, and God on the television screen, Robert Patrick Benedict. Good morning, everybody. I see you survived karaoke. Well done. How many of you went to karaoke and are here right now to tell the story?
Okay, really easy question.
How many of you went to karaoke and are not here right now? Yeah, that's what I thought.
A lot less people.
A lot of people have some explaining to do.
A lot less arms went up on that one.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's strange.
Robbie?
Yeah.
We could sit out here and chit-chat all day.
Well, that'd be nice.
But let's not. Okay. Let's get this dog and pony show started. Sure. Are you okay? Do you need a baseball hat?
I can't see you with the lights on, so I'm just checking out who's here.
Because yesterday you had your dope lid on.
Right.
Here's the reason why I heard a lot of people screaming, "Where's your hat?" And I told Robbie, throw away every hat you have. That's the new hat. That should be a new state. Love that hat, and Rob. Literally, we're going to burn every other hat. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm coming to
it's
your
weird.
house.
The way that Rich said I like your hat is he really just hated on my other hats.
No, but also people don't understand that Rob and I, we're so similar that we can't occupy the same space if we're both wearing hats. So I had to make a choice.
We've gone to, now we have to talk every morning. Which one are you wearing this
This is
morning?
embarrassing, but we bought the shoes at the same time. Well, my shoes are not, but the pants at the same time. And then Rob, I gotta out you for one thing. Rob went to the eye doctor that I sent him to, because Rob's blind as a bat and he's groping his way around the backstage. He finally went to the eye doctor.
Thank you.
He bought glasses. He bought my same glasses, so we had the exact same
Otherwise,
frame.
back up. He said, go to my eye doctor, got the eye exam, then they said, pick glasses, and they've got a room that's just tons, thousands of glasses. It's the glasses mart. And I tried on, I said a lot of times, very important to me which ones fit. I finally found this one pair, I'm like, I want these. And I wore them over to Richard's house the other day, he's like, you got my same glasses. I picked the same exact glasses that he happened to pick.
Probably while wearing my pants. If I had a nickel. We truly do. We have to vet each other.
Well, your kids came over to my house the other day, and Rich wasn't there, but they were playing with my kids. And Fletcher goes, you look a lot like my dad. Like even your own kids is like, hey, you guys look alike.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Especially when he wears those glasses, which I'm going to force you to wear one of these times on stage just to prove a point.
Yeah.
You gotta wear those.
Anyway.
One piece of business to address real quickly before we start this show. We like to be sure that everybody gets recognized for the things that make them special, and we missed a birthday. Our very own Michael Borja. Our very own Michael Borja. Happy birthday! Last week, you weren't around. We celebrated last night.
The big 3-0.
Hopefully, Michael, it'll be up to Michael. Mike, it'd be lovely if you post your birthday photo.
Absolutely.
We took Mike to a restaurant where they sing a song and put a sombrero on you and bring you a sundae with a candle in it.
Yeah.
And so Mike got his big boy birthday
Happy birthday,
yesterday.
que paso?
But would you do me a favor and join me in singing happy birthday to Mr. Michael Borja? Let's do this, please. Happy birthday to you. We're talking to you, Michael. Happy birthday to you. Even robots age. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you. Friend to people and animals alike. And a pretty decent bass player for now. Ladies and gentlemen,
His robot heart just grew.
no, you're a great dude. You've been an asset to this tour since we finally brought you on years ago, and it's always great to see you and have you here, and happy birthday.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you, everybody. Love you all.
So I expect a lot of happy birthday hugs from you people to Mike Borha when you see him in the hallway.
Huggaborha.
Ladies and gentlemen, what did you say?
Huggaborha.
Huggaborha, that's right, I said it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a chair on stage, I'd be worried for you. But if you're a person in the audience, you're in for a good time here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this Saturday started right. With Brianna Buckmaster. My favorite part of that was Rob going, bad girl,
I like how I finally did the thing I've been warning I was going to do, and I was instantly like, I'm going to be so much shit!
Yeah, no, it just comes on your paycheck, but it's no big deal.
So funny. Liz backstage, she was like, hi, Brianna, I've noticed that you're wearing flip-flops. I just want you to know the chair on stage is a little heavy today. She knew I was going to do something
She
to
gonna
it.
kick this thing. She didn't know you'd do that kind of damage.
Oh, well, sorry,
The bummer
chair.
is, that was the chair we were going to present to Mike for his birthday. Mike's birthday chair.
Happy birthday. I really broke it.
Happy birthday, que paso?
That's what they sing at the restaurant. They sing happy birthday. Brianna was there. They sing happy birthday, que paso?
Yeah.
Which Rob and I were translating means happy birthday. What's going on?
What's up?
Happy birthday. So,
How are things?
what's going on next? Penny for your thoughts. It's an odd birthday song. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave you in the capable, angry hands. of
Capable
Brianna
ish,
Buckmaster.
yeah. Thanks,
So good,
gents.
Jen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You have to stay. You have to stay. Happy birthday. Hello, everyone. Was there a question in there?
Do you ever need a private school teacher or any kind of, because I've taught private school and public school for 17 years. And I would love to meet your children because they seem so sweet. And Jared's children and Jen's is JJ. I love everybody's names too.
What is happening right now?
I don't know. We went out, got a sandwich. This question was still going on.
Hold on. Come into it. Does anybody need extra tutoring? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Michael Borha.
Mike Borha needs some extra tutoring. Okay, I want you to breathe, baby. Yes, I got you. Do this. Put your hands on your knees. Okay, put your head down. Put your head down. Take a big breath. There we go. We got this. Girl, what you doing getting all riled up like that?
I also want to go supernatural and be a kindergarten teacher and have a lot of students. No.
I didn't hear a fucking thing she said.
I gotta tell you, for a teacher, you don't believe in punctuation. I mean, that was a long line. That was just, that started and kept going. And that was
I'm laughing. I was like, I don't know what she's saying.
an assembly line sentence. It just kept getting screwed on each other.
Sweet.
Well, that was something.
She's still going.
I love it. I love it.
I want you to breathe. Hey, honey, head between the knees.
Boy, if I could do that, I sure as hell wouldn't be on this stage. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, you'll see her on stage tonight. See you with this band, Brianna Buckmaster. no time. Let's get right to the main act, the woman we love, the woman we are proud to call friend, Rachel Maynard! Is this, I mean, that's what it is. You get a bit of quality groping from Bobo, some rock and roll from the band.
That's right.
Another fashion home run. The boots have like a red zipper, or a red stripe. I mean, you're in the pocket today, and yesterday. You dressed as your own wheels yesterday.
Yeah.
Today you got the racing stripe.
Awesome.
I love it. Rachel Miner, everybody.
It's a good way to start out the day. We need like a rich seal of approval. Yeah. How are you all?
What male role models are out there, either within the show or without, and what qualities do you look at to say that is a good man?
That's a really amazing, thank you for that. First of all, it's an amazing question. I actually feel very strongly. I think that the two are inextricable. We feed each other. And so that's why to me, feminism is not about fighting for the rights of women only. It's like, no, so all of us can be healthier and happier and free to express ourselves and be ourselves. And I think the most masculine thing to me is when someone can be authentically them and feel free to be vulnerable, to break molds, to be strange, to do whatever it is, to not fit the norm. And so it's those characters that stand out to me when we see that it represented in males. I think that's really, really healthy for all of us. And again, I don't think it's one or the other. I think we are all together in this. So, I personally, I love some of recent film characters and stuff. I love so many examples. Whether, I do like superhero films and stuff, so I love the new Black Panther. I also love Newt Scamander in Fantastic Beasts and stuff. And again, it's to me, he was such a strong character, such an example of strength. But in not that, it wasn't in a physical, dominating kind of way. So yeah, anyway.
I think you have one more question. How general question?
Yeah.
My name is Paul. Watching Supernatural completely changed the way that I understood the meaning behind Carry On My Wayward Son. I'm sure that's true for a lot of people. Has there been any show or book or media of any kind that has changed the way that music, a specific song, what it means to you?
Oh, that is an impossible question to answer, because absolutely, yes. But so many that we would be here for another couple of hours. There is no part of me that is not ever changed and affected by the art that is around me. And it's one of the most powerful things that art can do is reach on a deep, deep soul level, for lack of a better word, and change your whole view of the world in a way that I don't think intellect, a debate and whatever ever can, because it's coming from within, as opposed to without. So yeah, I'm ever changed always by all the books I read, by every piece of music I listen to, and I'm so grateful for it. And it all affects each other. It all affects each other. So yeah.
Brilliant.
Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, good people, Dallas, Plano, and wherever the hell you're from. That right there is Rachel Miner. Robbie, sometimes it's all light.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Oh, where are you going? Got a thought?
I'm just gonna say two things. First of all, I just want to say how awesome I'm proud I am of my band right now. Billy just goes, we should do Carry On. And he said, Mike, Carry On. Mike goes, okay. Norton, Carry On. Cool. Like, just, you know what I mean? We're not a cover band, but like they broke into that. Makes sense. Second of all, the band's gonna be signing autographs right now. We're gonna do a little,
They sure are.
little mini concert
And by the
before
way,
we sign.
I gotta say, I think you guys are great. Have you ever thought of recording? Because it would be great if you had, like, you know, some of your songs.
Yeah, we recorded several songs on CDs and stuff.
On compact discs.
Yeah, and iTunes.
You should make them available here.
No, they're here. They're here. All the CDs are here.
All the CDs?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, they're all here.
So your CDs, according to this band, are here.
In the merch room, yeah.
People can buy them. And you'll sign them.
Yeah, coming up, we'll sign them for free.
Well, that's a bargain at twice the price. So go get yourself some Louden Swain merch, shirts, CDs, music, hats, koozies, keychains. I don't know what the hell they sell, but buy it all. It all goes to a good cause, Rob. And now, more importantly, it's a light and happy environment in this convention hall all weekend. Until this moment, because at this moment, shit gets real. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
You know what it is?
It's costume contest. A full contact sport. It's a costume contest. Somebody's gonna die.
So have fun. It's on. It's on. Battle to the death.
By the way, you know who's hosting it? A woman who's never hosted it before.
That's right.
A woman who is ready, been training backstage for years, watching other people do this, and now it's her time to shine. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen! There she is.
Hi guys, ready for the costume contest?
That's the kind of opening I'm talking about. Yes.
Okay guys, for the costume contest, this is something we do every show. If I could have my juniors who the audience is very crucial. Oh my God.
I can't see around from you.
I felt really good about that jump.
That was really
Like a couple weeks off of a convention, your knees heal up, everything comes back together.
No, I can actually bend down to hold the chair, which is a feat.
We just needed some time to heal, that's all.
We did.
Thank you, boys. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, birthday boy, Michael Borja.
Oh, happy birthday, Borja.
Happy birthday, Bobo.
Can you believe he's 79?
Holy smokes.
Matthew, how was last night?
Last night was fantastic. We have a lovely crowd of enthusiastic new people at karaoke last night, and there's a bunch of new people here this weekend, but new people make some noise. A lot of new folks. It was nice. We sang songs, some good, some bad. No surprise, it's karaoke, right? As you know, you've done it before. We kept your spirit alive by completely butchering the bridge and Carry On My Wayward Son.
Perfect.
Yes. And then we brought it to a closing, inspiring each other to set the tone for an incredible weekend, did we not?
We had Gabe Tigerman helping out, who I just love Gabe. Yeah, Gabriel Tiger helping out, and he's great.
You know, it was a long time since I've been on the stage with just Gabe. You know, we did a short film together years ago, and like I felt like, oh, we got fun chemistry that we didn't really work together ever, and it was just nice to banter with him on stage last night. It was great. Gabriel Tigerman, right? You like that? Samantha Smith popped her face there, lovely as ever last week.
Let's all class it up.
Yeah, and now we're here to.
Here we are. Well, let's dive in, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right.
Hi guys,
Hi.
my name's Amy,
Hi, Amy.
and I teach freshman English.
Oh boy.
And so my question is for all of you. What were you like in high school?
I'll just reiterate what I just said. Oh boy.
You should start here, okay?
Yeah, Matt's
boring.
I was
mainly directed at Rob. What do you think if a prophet didn't write down what he saw, would it still happen?
Well, it's like if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there, does it make, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, yes. I think it does still happen because he still sees it up here. I don't think he necessarily needs to write it down. Sometimes he just sees it up here and he just doesn't need to write it down because it's like he can't find the paper or whatever.
What if he thinks that if he gets write it down, and then when he finally sort of makes it happen, it's different. He's like, oh crap, I forgot. Oh, I should have written this down.
Well, that happens. I think that happens. That's when life kind of throws you a curveball. Like, what happened? I thought that was going to happen. It was because he remembered the real thing that was supposed to happen.
Oh, he adds a thing, and that's what it is.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's an appropriate response.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I feel like God would just poof, stack of paper.
Yeah, well, God, she was asking about prophets, but God is a whole different story, right?
Well, you're both, right?
Yeah, right. That's what's asking to answer the question about the prophet, but it's God. I mean, that's a whole different. A lot of things are happening in heaven right now, especially right now. There's big stacks of paper and lots to do. There's a big to-do list of things, and that's what you both know that I'm going to get to your requests very soon.
I think this is real you that you'd rather be anywhere than here, like maybe in the fridge eating the cake.
Exactly. And scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Rob Benedict, and that's that going to That's the magic number.
Kill time, bam. Well, okay. Hey guys, that was fun. That was super fun. Thanks for coming out to that panel. That was, again, just to reiterate, that was Matt Cohen, Richard Speight Jr., and myself answering your questions as best we could. Guys, we're really only halfway through okay.
Turns out it's time for an intermission. You're gonna what? We're here in break time.
We're breaking it up.
Get up there, take a poop.
Don't forget to hydrate. While you poop, it's important.
That's killing two birds with one stone. Probably unhealthy, but hey, time's of the essence. Gotta make it while you can. Drink the water while you poop.
Clock is ticking, go poop. Have a glass of water. It's the right thing to do
while you poop. That's what I said you can eat while you poop.
Eat and drink while you poop. Thank you so much. That's all going to be on our album. So eat and drink while you poop.
And you can put it on the other side.
Where's Rob?
Wow, who put a fire in the band?
Yeah.
Who put a nickel in the group.
Mike's even
I got
plugged
a
in.
coffee getting cold, man.
What'd you say?
Coffee getting cold.
Oh, coffee's getting cold. Oh, that makes sense.
Rich, how are you?
I'm good, bud. How you doing? Not bad. You guys good? We have, I think this is the, am I wrong in saying do we have a first timer backstage?
Yeah,
I believe
for
we
you
do.
and me.
Yeah.
That counts.
And it's very, very exciting. Very exciting first time. First time this pairing has ever taken the stage. First time for this lady to join us at this convention here in Dallas. Robbie and me need to introduce her. So exciting. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it. The two mamas on the TV show, Samantha Smith and Courtney Ford.
We can make it if we try. Just the two of us, you and I. Castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and
Wow. That immediately became about Courtney and Rob, and poor Sam was up down the call. Courtney.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, beautiful. And I was just thinking, as I was introducing you, as I said that, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the two mothers of the show. Which
Yes,
is-
it's
yeah,
true.
Exactly.
Both deceased.
Both deceased.
Well, don't, come on now. Everybody, come on.
Wah, wah.
Aw. All right, Sam.
Still alive in everyone's heart.
That's right. Forever.
Samantha Smith, you take care of this young lady. Show her the ropes.
You got it.
Well, actually, Samantha, I have something to confess to you.
Tell me.
I did not know Mary's fate until I was at a convention, Heroes and Villains convention for Legends of Tomorrow, and a fan came up and said, "Do you know what your son has done?" And I said, "No." And he said, "He killed Mary." I said, "Don't you say that." Lying liar face. And he was like, "No, he killed her." And I said, "When?" He said, "Last night." I said, "Oh my God." And then like time stopped and I burst into tears and then like, I don't know, Kelly came out of me and I was like, I taught him better than that. Even though that's not true, but then I was like, I taught him in the womb and I had like a breakdown and I'm really sorry. Oh my God. But it can't, that is what will take you down. Your own mind, trying to find validation or your self-worth in other people or in a job, because that's not real. It comes from you. It has to come from you, especially if you're coming into an industry where that's the product. It is you.
Take one last question real quick.
One last question.
Here we go.
So have y'all ever thought about getting into other parts of film, like directing or something like that?
I have, not directing, but producing. I was adapting a novel with my husband into a screenplay. It ended up that after 2 years of working with this author, he's like, I changed my mind. I know. It's okay. Got a little cranky. I am super bossy by nature, so I think I'd be an excellent producer. I also am good at, my husband says this doesn't exist. I happen to think I'm very good at multitasking. He's like, that does not a thing. I'm like, it's because you can't do it. So, yes. That.
I am interested in other aspects. My mom produced music videos in the 80s and I was just this kid. Yeah. Very inappropriate environment for a child. But at the time it was very exciting. So I was just sitting, on an apple box watching all these things happen. So I love, so many aspects of it. I don't have the vision of a director. Directing is not something that I think I would be, I'm not drawn to that. But I am drawn to other aspects and look forward to exploring those things down the line.
So how was your experience, Courtney? How was this for you?
It's been great.
It's been great?
Everybody's so great.
Thank you, people. Ladies and gentlemen, Courtney Ford and Samantha Smith.
Just the two of us, you and I. Just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Well done, everybody. Heck of a Saturday. Guys, have a great dinner break. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Oh, wait.
Boo! Boo!
Yes!
Screw you! Rob, stupid Rob. Probably Rob, stupid idea. You stupid Rob, stupid face. I hope you choke on a corn nut. I hope you get corn stuck in your cornhole.
Oh my god.
I hope you lose in the game cornhole. Speaking of cornholes, Misha Collins!
Hello.
God, there are a lot of people here.
Yeah, I think they thought somebody else was coming to the stage.
Texas. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's Plano for you.
That's right. Is it Plano or is it Supernatural that's a draw here? You were here anyway.
Plano.
I think it's Plano. This is the Plano con.
I'm pretty sure they were sitting in a field and they built a building around them.
And they've just been trapped here ever since.
Yeah. But every question is, did you bring food and water?
Is this the Plano Detention Center?
Do you have any provisions or something?
Fletch is here.
Yeah. Being of service.
Yeah, he's super helpful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Rich's son is here, and Rich has this policy in the home, I guess, where one child is allowed to come to a convention at a time, and they all look forward to it. And I was like, why do you look forward to this so much? And he was in the process of getting a plastic wiffle ball bat so he could go beat Christian with the bat.
Yeah.
He was like, because I get to do this. And then he walked out the door, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like pure joy for a child.
Oh.
But then he also described to me going out to eat with you guys, and how two...
Did he tell you what Uncle Rob and Uncle Steven made him do?
Two members of the party
Yeah.
forced him to eat a jalapeno as big as his head.
Well, the thing is, what happened was...
Fletcher's a child.
That just made me reflect on child abuse in general, but also
whether or not I should be allowed to spend time with your children. I thought he was going to take a nibble, and he's like, should I? And Steve and I were like, yeah, do it. We're just like, I don't think so, Fletch. We're like, come on, buddy, let him live a little. And Fletch's like, okay, and took a bite, put the whole pepper in his mouth. And we're like, no. Harm. And he's like, and we're like, no, spit it out. He's like, and he swallowed it, and it was rough going.
It was rough going.
Oh man, we gave him some sugar because mostly that helps. We gave him big glass of milk.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He ended up with a fistful of sugar and then 2 scoops of ice cream. I have a hunch he's going to lean on this pepper eating thing. He's going to buy a bag. Hey, Dad. Off to the ice cream store.
Yeah. Nevertheless, me and Steve were reported to security.
Well, I mean, this is just, it's one thing if you're Stephen Norton. Stephen doesn't have children. He doesn't know what he's doing. Rob Benedict, however, father of 2.
In fairness, Rob doesn't have children that like him, so.
Well, that was a reaction. I didn't say it.
I went too far.
You hit the eyeball.
No, he's fine.
You know why you look at him? Because he can have you fired. You're looking at me, who has no control over anything.
Really? In that case, that's right. No, you see my children. They turn out remarkably well, considering.
Oh, they're great. They've never been forced to eat a pepper either.
We were never in that scenario.
Yeah, right. Ladies and gentlemen, Misha Collins.
How's everybody? Hi.
Hi, my name is Nina, and
Hey, Nina.
my question is, well, I really love the story that you told about I Wish for This, and it really helps me like stay grounded in the moment when I'm having trouble, and I was just wondering what helps you sort of stay grounded and grateful?
Thank you. That's lovely to hear. I actually do think of that story from time to time when I'm able to remember it. When I'm not too angry at my children. I don't know. I think of caressing Rob normally.
We all do.
I mean, truthfully, they can be, like, kids can be really great little guides. They are really good at being present and attentive and not getting caught up in, like, future imaginings or lamenting past failures or celebrating past victories, and just be present. And inquisitive, curious about the world around them. For example, Mason recently said, why don't things have birthdays? Like, why don't mom's glasses have a birthday? Or why don't dad's underpants have a birthday? Or why don't towns have birthdays?
Your underwear certainly has an expiration date, but it doesn't have.
Let's say your underwear is very old.
And West said, is it possible for butts to get sweaty?
Can you answer that?
You know, it felt like they were really in the moment. Like, not...
They were in a moment.
I feel like that might be linked to your underwear question.
Yeah, but he started to go, quick follow-up. That is...
You changed your underpants.
I do like the fact that Mason's asking this sort of like thoughtful, like, can we give life to things? And she's caring.
Is it possible for butts to get sweaty?
And he's already thinking in sort of frat boy-esque type of...
many of you probably know this story because you follow all of Rich's antics, but many years ago, somehow orange underwear. I know what it was. I spilled soup. I had orange underwear on. I spilled soup on myself. And so much so that it soaked through my Castiel costume and my underwear, and I had to take everything off and get a new everything. And then the costume and the underwear made their way into the supernatural laundry and came back.
And demons clean the clothes.
And Kelly Costumes saw these weird orange underwear. I was like, oh, these must be Rich's. I brought them and gave them back to Rich. And then Rich was like, these are not my underwear. You kind of had off.
Well, because the guy I was working with, one of the guys who had been working for a day as an actor, goes, hey, I left you a present in your trailer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, when I got to the trailer, I found the guy had left me orange bikini briefs. I was like, that's not what I was thinking. What the? And it was later, and I was like, that's crazy. And I go around to ask everybody, I'm like, who did this? Is this some good weird joke? Is this the famous Jared Denson prank everybody's talking about? I have underwear? And they're like, yeah, no, we didn't do that. That's a creepy prank. And I didn't figure out, you were slow to raise your hand too, because you were not proud of that underwear. And because I remember specifically, you finally, because eventually it came to an AD came like, oh hey, that guy left you this 6-pack of beer. I'm like, well that makes more sense. That's the gift I can deal with.
You thought the gift was the underwear.
The underwear.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of side-eyeing that guy for the rest of the night, going, oh, it's an odd gift. You didn't lean forward to say it was yours. Finally, you said, yeah, it's mine. I'm like, why do you have like a sort of a pumpkin-y sort of, why that color? And your response was, fan gift. They had been given to you.
A fan gave me orange underwear.
Yeah.
I don't remember why. And I thought, that's free. And wore them.
Yeah.
And then you, I think, subsequently had fans mail me orange underwear, or somehow the word got out.
Yeah, word got out.
In the AD trailer, for years after that, those underwear were pinned up on the
Because I turned them in. I assumed they were going immediately to the feds. I didn't know where when I found out it was yours, we put them on the production corkboard, and we wrote on them, this underwear smells like Cass with ass and, capitalized.
I was reflecting this morning as I was getting dressed. I have not worn non-orange underwear since.
Because you were gifted.
Because I was gifted so many, and then it became like a good luck thing, and now it's like, I don't wear orange underwear. In fact, very often when I'm on Amazon, it auto-populates with orange underwear.
That's right. I do remember you went through a phase where fans were giving you in bulk orange underwear because of that story.
Yeah.
So, you know what? You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I get popcorn, you get orange underwear.
You are good. Rob had corn nuts down his pants, and you got orange underwear.
Jared Jensen gets scotch from 1935.
Tomato. Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite orange underwearing celebrity. His own underwear. What are you, monsters? Give the man, I know you draw art, I know you do wonderful things, poems, you bring gifts to lay at his feet. Lay presents at his loins. Give him orange underwear. In bulk. A bikini brief, boxer briefs. He doesn't care. Men's, women's, whatever. Orange underwear.
What size?
I don't know. That size. Let me tell you something. Anybody asking what size is a GD liar, because you know you've been eyeballing him like a Legoland for the last hour. You sized him up so far, you can put him in a fitted tux after all the eyeballing you've been doing. So grow up. Get the man some underwear. Quit making this about me. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our day until we sit this band on the stage tonight. I expect to see you front and center watching this band get on stage and become the rock stars they truly are. Robbie, I'm excited about tonight.
We can't wait. It's going to be a special tonight. Yep. It's going to be a special night. Can't wait to see you there.
All right, everybody. See you. Note to self. Put it back on that chair. Swain, featuring Jason Manns.
And Adam Malin.
Adam Malin's there too, that's what I meant to say.
Come on, MC.
Morning, Dallas. How y'all doing?
How are you?
Well, I'm good. Thank you for asking. I feel like y'all know what time it is. It's time for you to help me welcome the leader of this ragtag team, the one, the only, Mr. Rob Benedict.
Oh, yeah, Dallas! I have to say, this weekend has been amazing. It's always amazing. There's something extra special about this Texas crowd. Maybe it's because we haven't been here in a few years. It's nice. It's nice to be back. We're feeling the love here on stage. You're really bringing it. We appreciate that. But we're all here for one reason, to celebrate the show Supernatural. And today's the day that Jensen and Jared are in the building. But there are other people hanging about. Big Al, Alex, Calvert is here. Misha Collins is here. But you know who else is here? I mean, the cherry on top of our cake. Mr. Richard Speight!
Once again, face to face, toe to toe, nose to nose, facing another fabulous day of convention. Oh my goodness. So exciting, so much magic in the air, so much hair product in the air, so much musk in the air, and on the floor and in the carpets. It's everywhere. Can't avoid it, trust me, I've tried. Believe me, you can't wash it off. You can't get the lumen of that stench. You're covered in lumber sexuality right now, whether you want it or not. You're swimming in it. Not all of you crave it like Bobo does, but that doesn't matter. Because you're here, you're immersed in it. You know what I'm saying, Bobo? You know what time it is.
Do I?
Do you?
I do. It's 1:40.
A joke for two people, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Good night. How many of you, because I like to polish off my stats for the last day here. How many of you are the fantastically wise, anointed, chosen people I like to refer to as my Friday people? Where are my Friday people? How many of you settled in on day 2 and are Saturday people? Where are my Saturday people? And how many people in this room don't give a shit about anybody else other than Jared and Jensen? Where are they? I appreciate your honesty.
Hey Richard, look at the present we just got.
Oh my gosh, Pop-Tarts. People are trying to kill us.
Yeah.
It's synthetic food.
Because yesterday we said our favorite Pop-Tart was brown sugar cinnamon.
You sure did. Yeah, but there we go. And I'll know what you'll be doing the rest of the day.
I've been living off of corn nuts, popcorn,
washing that down with corn nuts. Speaking of corn nuts, what a show last night. How many of you went to Saturday Night Special? Was that unbelievable? What a show. Fantastic, fantastic night. Well done, gentlemen. Let's say good morning to the boys of the band who've been kicking ass all weekend long. On the drums, Mr. Steven Norton. On the bass guitar, a man who celebrated a birthday last week. That's right, birthday boy, Robot Michael Mora. Oh yeah. Somebody's anticipation, what's gonna happen? What is anything gonna happen? My goodness. Sitting in on the piano, the man who started it all. Without this man, we'd all be standing in this room with no stage, no lights, and no actors, and it would be weird. Adam Malin. Joining the band on this Sunday and every Sunday, informal member of Louden Swain and formal member of the Station Break, and solo artist and record producer extraordinaire is Jason Mans, everybody. It's weird to hear you do that without holding a baby. On the guitar, a man who shows up on the Sabbath in what is got to be a religious town, Dallas, Texas. I mean, it's got to be somewhere in the Bible College. There's got to be one of the notches here. And yet here he stands, mocking everything you hold dear. His affiliation with Satan blazes across his dark eyes. He cares not for you, for your personal safety, your health and welfare. He does not believe in the sanctity of marriage. He is not a good person. Billy Moran! Don't look at me! I didn't do it! Okay, I did it! I confess! Glad I did! It was worth it! Ain't Jason Mans. Thank you, Adam Malin. Great job, great show. Seriously, what a concert last night. What? And kudos, may I say, to the crowd who was out. Like, it was a stellar crowd.
Yeah, that's.
Rob was just talking into his shit. I need a second. I need a second here. We do a lot of stuff on purpose that you think are accidents. That was not one of them.
The last time that happened was several years ago. I had a beer in one hand and a microphone in the other, and I tried to drink my microphone. That was crazy.
He literally turned around.
That's literally what just happened. Great crowd.
Can't write this.
But we'll try.
We certainly will. That was fantastic. Well, you know what? I think we peaked. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Have a great night. It was a great, the crowd was just fantastic. You guys are fantastic.
Yeah, great.
We always suck up to the crowd and that's our bit. But we
really mean it
this time. Don't tell Minneapolis. Okay. You guys are fantastic. It was packed house, right? I mean, packed house. The sides were packed. The crowd. You guys were. It was fantastic. So thank you for helping this band have the show they had last night, because that your energy feeds them and they feed you, and it was great. And you guys just played your faces off last night. There's just so much talent on the stage. Well done, gentlemen. Well done. Now, Rob, this is an awkward moment. I have to ask you to F.O. Go away. I don't like it either. Do we know what we're gonna, do we have a plan? We do? Do you know the plan? Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't think you have okay, you're gonna have to, okay. It's called Stump the Bass Player we're playing right now. Which, by the way, is usually not that tricky, but I don't wanna undercut your talents there, Mike. But just remember, last night, you leapt from bass to piano to vocals seamlessly. You are held in high esteem by these people. Don't ruin it now. That's what I'm saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, your first panel of the day happens to be one of your favorite people from the whole weekend. Get ready to celebrate the talent and hilarity of Mr. Rob Benedict. Mike Morrow passes the Stump the Bass Player.
He did it.
That was great.
He really did it.
A lot riding on that.
You really did it, Mike.
Oh, man.
Good to see you, buddy.
You're the usual patter. Like, how are you?
Oh, no, really good.
So glad you joined us.
I love having a band here. This is great.
Yeah, we just started doing this. Have you gotten to see Dallas over here? You had days ago?
No, I kind of just flew in and then I had to fly out, so maybe next time.
Doing this and you're right out. Oh, bummer.
Yeah,
Well,
so quick.
it'd be great to have you join us on one of the Saturday night specials. Wouldn't that be great to have Rob join us?
I would love to. Thank you.
The thrill.
No, I do sing sometimes, so that would be real fun.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Billy, right?
This is Mike.
Oh, Mike. Hey,
yeah.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Rob. Yeah. You should, because in the bit, I'm new. So you wouldn't. It's fine. I
think Mike nailed it. Ladies and gentlemen, our Patrick Benedict.
Thank you.
There he is.
Thank you, guys. Stay close, Rich, in case I need you. Not that close. Too close. Hi, everybody. Well, thanks for wanting to talk to me after all this. I feel like we spent a lot of time together. But now it's just me and you, so you can ask me the tough questions. I can answer questions about all those guys if you want to know things, secrets. And talk about the whole God issue. I know. It's weird. It's awkward. Where do we begin? It's awkward, but we can handle it, guys. We can handle it. It's funny. It's like I rarely read like what people say about like my pictures if I post on Instagram or whatever, because I know like 1 out of every 50 comments would be something maybe kind of negative, and then it gets in my head, and so it would be like, oh my God, you know, such a great picture, you look great in this shot. Why did you kill Jack? He's not, I mean, I don't know if he's dead. We don't know. He could be back. Listen, I'll say this. When I read the script, the season finale last season, I had the same reaction you probably had. I was like, oh no. And I really was looking forward to meeting my grandson. I thought, oh, this will be a sweet scene when they write this. That we go fishing together, maybe play some catch, do grandpa-grandson things. I had no idea that I wouldn't even look him in the eye and I'd kill him. This is so cruel. Not what I had in mind. Anyway, well, let's get some questions going.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
As God, do you think Amara's okay with you destroying her Keno game when you destroyed the world?
Yeah, look. It's been a troubling relationship for years. So I feel like that's the least of our problems. Yeah. But I mean, come on, she's playing Keno in Reno. Shouldn't she be doing something with darkness somewhere? Yeah, I don't know. She'll probably be pissed at me anyway. But it'd be great if Emily comes back and we could work that out. Because we definitely have some talking to do, her and I. Yeah, I'd love to just sit down at the Keno table and hash it out with her. All right, let's take one more question.
Hi, Rob.
Hi.
So I was wondering how you decide song order for albums. Specifically, I always wondered why on Eskimo, Mama's Jam is before She Waits, even though you always like to play them in the opposite order.
Gosh, yeah, I mean, at the time, you do kind of make it kind of like a, Billy's really good at that. A lot of times, the last couple albums, he's kind of taken the first crack at what the set list, the album track listing should be. So, you know, at the time, I think based on the recordings that we did, it is kind of a set list. You know what I mean? You want it's a cool album, cool song to start the album, and then a couple songs to kind of kick it up a notch, and then maybe like the first release, which is, you know what I mean? And then you go big again, then you go small, then you end on something kind of cool, maybe lengthy. And it's like, I don't know, every track listing is different, but there's a thought process behind that. But then the songs change and morph when you play them live, and then you suddenly go, well, you know, the way we've been playing Mama's Jam, that might be a good closer. And then it kind of becomes this kind of almost different thing. And the recorded version of She Waits on the album is different, really, than what we play live now. It's such a different song, so I think it had a different vibe at that time. Yeah, I think if we could go back or re-record those songs, it might have a different. I think like Saturday Night Special, that live album, is closer now to what the live, obviously to what it is live and what it would be now. But yeah, at the time we're just kind of doing our best to sort of like piece it together like a movie or TV show or a book. What chapter is going to work best after what other chapter? But thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
How'd it go, Ross?
Self under the bus.
Did you? Was that fun? Fun to drive that thing over yourself. Well, listen, we're going to pull you off stage and we have a bit of a break. So,
okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Mr. Rob Benedict. All right, now we actually have a break. We'll be back.
That's a start. Is it break time? I don't know. I thought it was Alex.
Okay, and this break is prayer.
Super.
Well done. Who made the video? She here? He here? They here? Whoever did it, great job. That's a great video. Well done. Very well put together. Congratulations. I think do you still win stuff for doing videos? Did you win some non-legal tender that you can only spend here at creation conventions? It's like the coal mines. We pay you in script. That's perfect though, because this is with the money you just made. You can buy
either 45 photos of Robin Rich or half of Misha Collins. So
it's your choice.
Your choice. But this is not
it's your choice. Which half of Misha?
Yeah, exactly. We mean sides, not. Anywho, let's keep this classy. Let's test this out.
I'm trying.
Let's get this out of the gutter. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, a man who joined the cast not that long ago and has quickly embedded himself in the hearts and minds of us all. Our connection with our youth, Big Al Calvert!
Our connection to our youth. I was like, okay, good. I was promised a great introduction, and
I failed to deliver.
Al, can I say something real quick?
Please
Al,
do.
We were graced with Al Cal's singing voice when we went to Europe just now. And
lies, good lies.
it was great. It was really
Let's start the panel with lies.
really built himself.
I didn't know this. There's a thing. He has his own event. It's called karaoke. It's literally just Al covering songs.
Karaoke.
It's where I am forced to do every song.
I'm going to tell you an Al story that Rob is centered around. So we were in Paris. And we were on the stage, and Al came up on stage, and Al had made it abundantly clear that he didn't want to sing, but Rob wasn't aware of that because Rob was on stage during the show. So we all come out, and Rob goes, he's like, come on, Dave, sing a verse, come on, everybody sing a verse. And he turns to Al, he's like, Al, get your scrawny butt up here. And Al's like, no. He's like, no, come on, seriously. And I've never seen, his bass line is pale.
Yeah.
He went barely translucent, he lost everything. And I looked at him and I was like, oh, we have a situation. This is no longer a bit. It became like hashtag save Al.
I became Casper. And don't get me wrong, I see all you guys out here and it's awesome. I still get nervous. That was, however, the moment I died fully on stage. And I ascended to the rafters and just was no longer there.
We felt terrible. Rob felt really bad because Rob killed that. It was,
Again.
Yeah.
Hashtag too soon.
Sorry, buddy. I'm still laughing at karaoke, which actually is Al and you as Loki singing karaoke. Karaoke.
Hold on. Dick Jr. presents Karaoke. I love it. Get your shirts in Vancouver. Ladies and gentlemen, Al Calvert.
Thanks, guys. There are a lot of you. Oh my God. It's Jared's job in the scene to literally come up to me while I'm sitting in the bed. All he has to do is go, hey Jack, your mom left this for you. Give me the laptop. Instead he does, hey, your mom left this for me. So I'm going bracing myself because I know that Courtney's left me this teary-eyed thing that she just shot before I met her in the trailer. And I open the laptop, and the laptop is just a screen filled with dicks. So. And speaking of dicks, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm trying to figure out why a bunch of pictures of me on the laptop is a bad thing.
It's Rubba Bennett and the Dicks.
Yeah, the Rubba Bennett. Do you know about Rob's alter ego, Clay Dix?
It's yet another alter ego.
Is this is backstage ego or is
No, this is an onstage country music star.
It's my Nashville alter ego.
Where's your hat?
It's backstage.
We could have really done the whole
thing. When I have it on, I'm definitely Clay Dix.
Clay Dix. Clay Dix is a country star who only sings about his collection of clay products.
I have some bad news for you. There are a bunch of children here.
Clay products, by the way. You don't make things with clay? Like coffee mugs and gifts for mom? What are you thinking?
I'm sorry, does Clay Dix make gifts for mom?
Alex caliber as I live and breathe. Why, those old other boys have made you dirty. Jared and Jensen are rubbing off on you.
Literally.
Thank you for paying attention. I appreciate it.
Just the check, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him, you've learned dirty things from him. Outcast! Thank you guys. Not one single thing unless you get this crowd to a fever pitch, Robert. Let's go.
Dallas, I need you to show me and show them the energy you've had all weekend long. Let's rock the house. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Let's go. She loves to laugh. She loves to sing. She loves everything. She loves to move. She loves to groove. She loves everything. All night, every night. So hold tight, darling. You better hold tight. She can be any way you want it. Any way you want it. She said. I never knew what we love to do. Oh, that we touch, that we say about loving, baby. Hold tight, hold me tight. So hold tight, oh, you better hold tight, darling. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it, are you ready? Let me hear you one more time. She said, any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. She said, any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Dallas. When we come to Jensen's hometown, the caveat is we're working on Jensen time. So sometimes as a rock singer and an MC, one has to lengthen the song until the walk catches up to the stage. But in the meantime, I ask you, are you ready for Jensen? Are you ready for Texas's own Jared Benedict? Are you ready for Jensen and Jared? How've you guys been? Been good? It's been a fun weekend. I know I'm ready to see them. It's been a while. I just saw them backstage. They were eating chicken wings and stuff. It smelled good. Oh, they smell so good. They still, after all these years, even despite the chicken wings and beer, it smelled like gold. It's the musk that Richard and I talk about. And we can just bottle it up.
called an in-ear monitor. It fits perfectly in your ear. The ear doctor came to set. He fit his ear for an ear monitor. And the ear doctor had to take a knee. Small tear dropped from his eyes. He said, "That's the most perfect ear canal I've ever seen." It's a true story.
Ladies and gentlemen, Louden Swain.
I gotta give a little shout out to our buddy Bobo here, who just did about 15 minutes of improv during a Journey song, killing time. Talking about your ear.
We started early.
There's your ear canals were
I
discussed.
think I told you to do the ear canal bit.
Were you also doing P90X?
I was. I was simply walking on the stage. But no, we covered a lot of ground. I got to know the audience, each and every one of them.
There was a lot going on. Robbie, kudos. It was very impressive. Well done.
But hey,
Rob Benedict, come on.
thank you.
We know as much as we love Rob Benedict and appreciate that moment. This is not about Rob Benedict.
Not about me.
I'm going to make this official. I'm going to do it right now. Good people of Plano, Texas, Dallas, Texas, and all the surrounding counties, please, I want a big-ass Texas welcome for Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki. Stage is yours, boys.
Thanks, Speight. Thank you, Benny. All right. Here we go. Thank you so much for your question. Her name is Nicole, and I'm going to sell her out right now in front of everybody. She says to me, "I don't want to sit down, I'm too short." Welcome, SBN family, to Nicole from the SBN family. What is your question?
One of my favorite episodes is French Mistake, so my question is, if somehow your character was to take over your body, and what would be the most noticeable difference, and who would be the first person to notice?
Again, since I have Nicole's phone, I'm also going to say that question number 2 is literally, what do you consider your sexiest moves?
Can we decide which question you answer?
Can we opt
Question number 2?
Yeah, all right, here we go. Pretty sexy.
Nothing sexy like the weird.
He also did the Ackles elbows right before.
Elbow. How many elbows?
I've got one other sexy move. Then if that doesn't do the trick, this one really puts it over the top. You ready?
That's hot.
I'm telling you, never failed.
It works 100% of the time to get people to leave. So what was the question again? Not about sexiest moves?
Alright.
I feel like I lost it.
What was the other question?
If your character was to take over,
Hey, let's not go down that road.
That's my sexiest move.
what would be the most noticeable difference, and who would notice first?
If I was taken over by if we were taken over by our character, oh, fine.
For me, probably voice and anybody who talked to me.
If I was taken over by my character, I don't think I would talk so much because Jared talks a lot. Hey, take it easy. Go ahead, Dad. Would you say Cliff?
He didn't say anything. He said this.
Or if anybody saw me eat, yeah. Yeah, so I feel like if anybody talked to me or saw me eat, they'd be like, wait, you're not eating as much. Are you Sam Winchester? Or hey, you're not talking as much. You're not Jared Padalecki.
Wait a minute. You're not sweating as much. Are you Sam Winchester? And do you have a team of people toweling you off between takes?
True story?
Yes, he does.
Nicole, thank you very much.
Thank you, Nicole.
It took us 3 years to get back here, and it's been a fantastic experience. We can't wait to come again. Big round of applause for Mr. Jason Apples and Jared Padalecki.
Time.
Well done, Dallas. Good work. And I'm glad you are reading, clearly you're reading your schedule, which is after the panel you should stampede for the exit. So good for you. You make it unsafe in the room by moving violently to the doors.
Earlier in the weekend, I thought that was the bathroom. And I kept thinking, why are so many people going to the bathroom?
There's 400 urinals in there.
Guys, we're gonna take a little break, I think. And then we're gonna come back and have a panel with a youngster named Richie Speight Jr.
Yes. We're thinking, who can we put on that you've seen too much of? I know, me. So we'll be back. Get a breather, don't hurt each other, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Hello. Hi, I love you too. Awesome. Well, good talk. See you later. Next up, we have a guest. Well, he's a guest. And you've seen him all weekend, but surely there are one or two things you haven't been able to ask. You get them all to yourself. That's right. Mr. Richard Speight Jr.
The song, inspired by my fear of
your fear of flying, and we changed the lyric to be Richard Speight.
Oh! I always thought that was
This is Richard Speight.
It's funny, when I sing that song to myself, I just sing it with that. I thought that was part of the lyrics.
You think every lyric is Richard Speight. Every Richard Speight is Richard Speight.
I fell into a burning Richard Speight. Yeah.
Richard Speight and a Richard Speight.
I have two things to discuss before you guys step off stage. Number one, these are the matching glasses we discussed on Friday. For those of you who want to get a close shot of the magic glasses, they are exactly magic. You know you're old when people are screaming, take it off, and they mean your glasses. Angry Rich? Okay. Whenever Rob imitates me, he leans forward and chews. Suddenly become chewing a cud, and I have a back problem.
That's right. It's not far from Jensen Ackles. I love that he actually did that just now.
He did his comedy elbows, not even doing his comedy elbows, and we pointed out that he did his comedy elbows, and he responded by doing comedy elbows.
That's right.
You guys know about Jensen's comedy elbows, right? It's his tell. He can't tell a joke without getting that fabric up over the elbow. Also, before we say goodbye to the band for a brief moment, we're going to say goodbye to some members of the band for a longer moment because two of them have to go catch a plane flight back to their families. So please, a big Dallas thank you to Mr. Michael Birthday Boy Borja. And Mr. Billy, I'm sick of talking about Michael's birthday, Moran. Billy Moran! Michael Borja! Taking off. Gentlemen, thank you for a fantastic weekend. Round of applause for these guys, please. Fantastic show this weekend. Get home safely. Everybody will see you in Vancouver. There they go.
Have a good panel, buddy.
Thank you. There they go. Michael Borja and Billy Moran. Yeah. How's it going, everybody? Good? You have fun? Panel go all right? Yeah? Jared, come out? Jensen? Fall down? Yeah? They're homegrown fellas here, you know. Local boys, as we like to say. Been a great con. And I say that sounds like I said that with surprise. And I'm sorry if that sounds offensive. I apologize. I'm not surprised. I expected it to be a great con. But we haven't been here in a while. It's been too long, as far as sure. And so it's nice to come back, and it's nice to be
in a town we haven't seen for a while. It's nice to be welcomed so warmly. So thank you for the fantastic reception and weekend. It's been awesome. Since it's a Q and an A, I can't really serve up the A until I get a Q. So I will start right here.
Hi, Rich.
Hey. You.
Hey, sorry, my question's a little unoriginal. I asked Rob and he liked it, so I hope you like it.
Okay.
If you had $100 million to make the perfect movie, what would the plot look like?
I wouldn't spend $100 million on a movie. If I personally had $100 million, I don't know, I would probably, what could I live on? I think I would give away $90 million and go live peacefully with my family on an island somewhere. I'd get out of the business. So I don't know how to answer that, because that's a bit of a trick question. I don't know what the plot would be.
I went to Mars.
If I was gonna be, what'd you say?
I have a movie.
What was your movie?
Oh man, it's a great film.
He said he asked you the same question, right?
Yeah. It's a movie about, I'm an astronaut, I go to Mars.
Yeah.
And then I come back and all this time has passed. It's one of those kind of things where like time moves differently on Mars than here.
Oh, like Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, maybe. Then when I come back, my kid is full grown and he's my age. Right?
Yeah.
You still with me?
Yeah.
And we both joined the police force and we take down the drug cartel.
Alright, good.
So,
is it a Space Force? Are you in, you got $100 million to spend. You got
no, the Space Force is just kind of act one of the movie.
Okay.
And after that, it's a buddy cop movie with me and my son.
Alright.
Who's my age.
I'll produce that. I'm gonna take one last question here, boys, and then we'll sign off. You right there.
I was wondering, what was your favorite role to portray? The trickster, Gabriel, or Loki?
Oh gosh, I don't know if you can separate the three of them. But, I mean, here's the thing. I guess, if push came to shove, I'd have to say Gabriel. Because I'm closest to that character, I've spent the most time with that character, and that character's had the most to do out of those three sort of versions of that character. But I really loved playing Loki. I thought that was really fun. I'm thrilled they gave me the opportunity to play and find that real character. And then to have those two characters do a standoff against each other was just a rare gift that you don't get in television as a guest star. You rarely get a decent role, period, but you get a great role and a great role, have them be in the same episode, have them face off in the same episode, and be the guy directing that. That never happens. There are very few people who can say that they've directed themselves kicking their own ass. I'm one of the few people who can say that, and I'm proud to be able to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, the fact that that man is standing here and that man is standing here tells me one thing, and that is, it is the end of our time on the stage with you. I know, we're as pained as you are, but it has been such a home run. This whole weekend has been an outstanding weekend. So I want you to join with us and sing the song we sing to celebrate the end of the weekend. If you know the words, sing it. If you don't listen, you'll figure them out quickly, and you will join in with us as we sing.
It's the end of the con as we know it. It's the end of the con as we know it. It's the end of the con as we know it. So go home.
After you get your autographs and your photographs, don't leave just yet.
It's the end of the con as we know it. It's the end of the con as we know it. It's the end of the con as we know it. So go home.
On behalf of Mr. Stephen Norton, and my partner in crime, Mr. Rob Benedict, I'm Richard Speight. Thank you so much, Dallas. Thank you, it's been awesome. We'll see you next time.
Thanks everybody. See you next time.